right, so now you have your SMART goal. Do not leave home without it. If you have not done your SMART goal yet, do not move on until you have a clear goal and a clear path. All right, Module 3, how can you develop an action plan to increase success in the first 30 days of job hunting? So this is a 30-day plan, folks. Are you ready? 30 days moves really fast, so we have to get to work. Let's talk about some things that we can do. So you are going to create, it's a 4-week period, identify a 4-week period where you have some time to really go after the job that you want. So you're going to take those 30 days to start to think about your clear plan and goal. You will outline some specific steps that you want to take. Again, these steps should be measurable. So on Monday, I'm going to call, maybe you want to work for a company like Disney, maybe you want to work for a company like Northrop Grumman, wherever that is, Lockheed Martin. You're going to go online and see what they have available to you. That is your measurable action step. Identifying job opportunities within organizations that you want to be working for and contributing value. You're then going to plan for obstacles. So the clear action steps are, I'm going to apply, create my plan. Now what are some of the obstacles? Those obstacles can be something as simple as, I don't have energy, I don't feel like it, I'm feeling discouraged, I have 2 jobs right now that I don't necessarily love, so I have no time. What are your obstacles? Or maybe an obstacle is you feel like you don't have a skill that you need to get. Plan for those obstacles. 1, how will you respond to the obstacle? 2, how will you overcome it? What do you need to do to get that obstacle out of the way so you are not stuck in a path of doing the same thing over and over again but expecting different results? Anybody know what that is the definition of? Yes, insanity. Insanity. No insanity here in our 30-day job search plan. The other thing, this is the most powerful thing I have probably ever used. We cannot control the results of this job search within 30 days. I wish I could promise you that in 30 days you will have the best job of your life. I have that vision for you, but I can't make that promise. What I can promise you, though, is that we can always make a commitment to the commitment. So again, we are just committing to doing the things we know we need to do within 30 days that we know will increase our chances of getting the results that we want. So it's the committing to the commitment. And lastly, ask for feedback along the way. So each time you apply for a position, if you don't hear back, is there an opportunity for you to find someone within the organization to get feedback? Is there an opportunity to ask someone for feedback on your resume? Ask yourself, what am I doing? And is there an opportunity to do something different? Remember, we can do just about anything in 30 days. You're going to go after this with a lot of energy and a lot of focus, okay? 30-day plan, SMART goal, you are on your way. Are we ready? Okay. Couple other things to do while you are on this 30-day plan strategy. You have to be patient without losing a sense of urgency. So this is really critical. As you're researching organizations, as you're finding opportunities, you might get a little exhausted because job hunting is not easy, but you want to be able to go after this within 30 days without feeling too much pressure. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, but stay committed and focused. A couple of very specific things you can do is set up informational interviews, call organizations, learn more about their organization. Use social media and technology not only to connect with job opportunities, but also to understand more about your organization. We have access to information, folks, which will give you an edge. LinkedIn is a fantastic tool to do a couple of things. 1, connect with people, maintain connections, ask very directly for positions and referrals to opportunities. And lastly, you can find those opportunities right there on LinkedIn. I know most of you probably already know that, but ask yourself the question right now, how effective are you at using LinkedIn, your relationships, and also accessing those opportunities that will be the right fit for you? Really important piece there. And lastly, this is the stuff that's behind the scenes that makes a huge impact on your job search in this 30 days. You want to set up a routine. Here's the thing about job hunting. For many people, they're often hunting for a job when they're doing something else. So maybe you're in a situation where you currently have a job, or you might be in a situation where you're finishing up school, and so you have to carve out the time to invest in searching for a job. A daily routine with time commitments each week will support you in staying on track. So here's what I do, folks, with many of the commitments that I have. I'll say, okay, Tuesday from 12 to 4 is job hunting time, and you put it in your calendar and you focus. Another thing, if you have a challenge with focusing, so some of us have adult ADD, which is completely fine. I'm not saying that in any sarcastic way, but we have difficulty focusing. So use something that I have used for many, many years, which is called the 15-minute rule. Don't block out 4 hours. Don't block out 3 hours. Put a timer on. The timer's key. And take 15 minutes and say, for the next 15 minutes, I'm turning off my phone. I'm focusing on, very specifically, finding connections on LinkedIn. When the timer goes off, you stop and you shift to something else. That's going to keep your energy going, and it's also going to keep you focused specifically on what it is that you want to accomplish. With each 15 minutes, you want to set a goal. Really, really important there. Okay, moving on. You've got your 30-day plan. What are some specific behaviors? What else are you doing in your 30-day plan? You've got your SMART goal, you've got your vision. Here are some other things that you could be doing. There's no time to fiddle your thumbs. Some things that you could be doing: draft and revise your resume. That is a continuing process. When you read a job description, when you are identifying an organization, your resume should be tailored to tell the story of how what you do could support what they're asking for. Really important. You're filling out applications. Folks, at some point it becomes a numbers game. There are thousands of jobs, but there are also thousands of potential employees, and so in order to increase your effectiveness and your competitiveness, you've got to put those numbers out there, filling out applications. You're calling and visiting potential employers. You might be attending networking events. You might be practicing your interview skills. You might be identifying creative action steps. So I would encourage you to ask yourself this other question. Really ask it. If I had to get a job within 30 days, I had to make it happen, the stakes are really high, who do I know and what would I do to make that happen? This is what I want. What are the options available to me? Simply asking that question is going to engage and stimulate your mind in a very different way. And then lastly, folks, make sure that you're taking quiet time for reflection, taking care of yourself, eating well, exercising, all that good stuff. I'm mentioning it here in a job search course because it is that important. If you don't have energy, if you're not feeling well, your effectiveness is not going to be as impactful as if you were in a place of feeling really good. So quiet reflection, think things through, slow it down, plan, but when it's time to put that plan into action, that's where you have your energy, that's where you have your focus. So it's a combination of action, thinking, and planning to move toward the job that is the best fit for you. All right, I'll see you in the next module. We have more strategies for you to get that job in 30 days.